Okay, here we are again on Patreon. This is Tim.
And this is Paul. Hey, everybody.
And I've compiled some more TV trivia for Paul and for the patrons.
And I've solemnly vowed to do at least as badly this time as I did last time.
Something tells me you might do a little bit better. Not that I made them easy, but,
Okay. Well, let's
well,
just make it clear to everyone that, just full disclosure, I am not searching the internet. My browser is closed. I am completely without visible means of support.
okay. Okay, first question. Which DC Comics character did not appear in a live action TV show in the 70s? A. The Flash. B. Black Canary. C. Steve Trevor. D. Zatanna.
I'm only waiting because I'm giving the listeners a chance to think about it too. Because in the 70s, I'm going to say it's got to be Zatanna.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Zatanna did not appear as a live action character until March 2009 on Smallville, Season 8, Episode 17, played
Interesting.
by Sarinda Swan. The Flash and Black Canary, of course, appeared in Legends of the Superheroes in early 1979.
Ah!
The Flash, played by Rod Hayes, Haase, and Black Canary, played by Denuta. And of course, Steve Trevor was played by Lyle Wagner on the Linda Carter Wonder Woman series.
Yes, he was such a good Steve Trevor too. I couldn't believe when I found out that I don't remember Lyle Waggoner appearing on Carol Burnett when we
Neither
were
do
kids, even though
I.
we watched it religiously. But it took a lot of convincing to prove to me that he was actually a regular before Tim Conway took over that position on the on the Carol Burnett show. Because all I could ever remember was Tim Conway.
Okay, next question. On Legends of the Superheroes, The Roast, William Shallert played the Scarlet Cyclone, aka Retired Man, a doddering old man superhero. Shallert played a very similar character as a guest on a 1960s sitcom. Which show was it? A. Gilligan's Island. B. Get Smart. C. Bewitched. D. Hogan's Heroes.
Ooh, this will be a shot in the dark for me, but I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's Bewitched. It's Get Smart, isn't
It is Get Smart.
it?
Shallert played 91-year-old retired Control Chief Admiral Hargrade in 4 episodes of Get Smart. One thing you can say, he never got too old to play the role.
He never got too old to play old. He
Yeah, so,
apparently was never too young to play old either, because there were, at least 10 years between the Get Smart appearances and Legends of the Superheroes.
right. So, I've been watching Get Smart. I was just finishing up season 2, which ends with a 3-parter. And he shows up in parts 2 and 3. And I was like, that's Retired Man.
So how does he play Retired Man? Is he like, constantly falling asleep and having to be awakened, or
Yeah, it's all the same gags as with Retired Man.
the same shtick?
Yeah, Admiral Hargrade, he does something like this, and then he starts falling over. He'll randomly fall asleep. He's got the same hair and mustache. It's the same character.
Wow, wow. They didn't even have to write a new script for him for Legends of the Superheroes. Yet another cost-saving measure for that show.
But yeah, we watched Get Smart pretty regularly for a couple of years,
Hmm.
or at least a year and a half, and I'm sure we saw those episodes. But when we watched Legends of the Superheroes for To the Batpoles, I didn't remember it at all.
I don't have very strong memories of many episodes of Get Smart, frankly. I have the first two seasons now, but I haven't really dug into them except to to look for Robert Cornthwaite when we were doing that particular episode of Holy Deja Vu.
All right, next question. Now, this is something that popped into my head while I was taking a shower the other day, and then I went to the internet to get the details.
Okay.
This is going to be a toughie.
It sound this your setup suggests it will be a toughie. If it just randomly appeared before you in the shower, then or
Yeah.
in your head in the shower, it didn't like jump into the shower with you and attack you.
Okay, in 1973, this well-known comedian's primetime sitcom was combined with another sitcom set in a hospital in a failed attempt to boost ratings. Who was this comedian? A. Avery Schreiber. B. Paul Lynde. C. Charles Nelson Riley. D. Don Adams.
Boy, oh boy, I have nothing. Nothing. Speaking of TV trivia, I know nothing. I think I did Sergeant Schultz last time too. Don Adams?
No.
I didn't even know if he had another sitcom in the 70s, although I presume that he might have since Get Smart was a pretty big hit in its time.
During the 1972 season, ABC broadcast hospital sitcom Temperatures Rising, Tuesdays at 8 Eastern, and The Paul Lynde Show on Wednesdays at 8. Temperatures Rising lead James Whitmore left the show, and it was decided to cancel The Paul Lynde Show, which was losing out in the ratings to the Sonny and Cher Comedy Hour, and put Lynde in Whitmore's role on Temperatures Rising, creating the powerhouse team of Lynde and Cleavon Little, who in 1974 would appear as Bart in Blazing Saddles.
Blazing Saddles, yes.
The retitled...
He also appeared in at least one episode of All in the Family early on. He played one of the housebreakers, I think, in season 2, maybe.
Oh, yeah. The retitled show in the 1973 season was The New Temperatures Rising.
As if the title weren't bad enough to begin with. It's a terrible title for a show.
Featuring an entirely new cast except for Little. Among the fired... Yeah, so, Paul Lynde came in and a bunch of other new actors, and everybody else who was already there was fired except for Cleavon Little.
Oh, I see. When you said Little, I thought you meant Rich Little, like you were mistaking Rich Little for Paul Lynde or vice versa. Got it. Never mind.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm with you.
Among the fired actors was future Knots Landing star Joan Van Ark. The concept was changed to make the comedy considerably darker. The show was canceled in January 1974 and then revived under its original title, without the new, as a summer replacement in July. After 7 weeks, the show was permanently canceled.
After they tried one more name switch to call it The New Old Temperatures Rising.
Finally, we got a submission from Chris Kavanaugh.
Oh, cool. Hey, Chris.
Paul mentioned how he's been watching the Mary Tyler Moore Show with his wife. I've actually been watching it too, but I think I'm a season behind you.
Yeah, we just finished. We're in the middle of season 6 now. We just watched Chuckles Bites the Dust.
Oh, you're you're 2 seasons ahead of me. Well, you're probably moving a lot faster than I am.
Yeah, we watch about an episode a night, like 5 or 6 nights a week, so we're zipping through right now.
My wife and I did the same a few years ago after Mary Tyler Moore had passed. It was a lot of fun. That said, I have a few TV trivia questions for Paul that start with MTM. They might be too easy, so feel free to let me know. I got these, but I had the benefit of looking ahead at the next question, which kind of clued me in of what the previous one was.
So see if you can stump the stooge, the stooge, does not have access to the other questions. So here I am in my booth, just like Ralph Fiennes in Quiz Show.
Beginning with season 4, the opening credits, actually the closing credits too, show Mary washing her car, wearing a football jersey. Whose jersey is she wearing, and what's its connection to the show's setting?
Ooh, well, it's a Minnesota Vikings jersey, but I don't know whose jersey it is. It might be Fran
It
Tarkenton's.
is Fran Tarkenton.
Okay, yes. I'm
Yeah.
not sure if she's washing her car in the closing credits, though. I know she is in the opening credits.
Well, yeah, I've certainly been seeing it in season 4. After they've run through the cast in the closing credits, then they'll have some shots of her washing her car.
Hmm. Now, I never registered that for some reason. I can tell you most of the other shots, including a shot of her and Rhoda under a bridge looking at the river, or perhaps the lake, even though Rhoda's not on the show anymore by season 6 when they're still showing that bit. We're also watching Rhoda right now, although we don't want to watch up to season 3 when she and Joe get divorced because it's just too depressing.
That person,
Spoiler alert!
that person, Fran, would later become the host of what reality TV show on ABC?
Oh, too easy, Chris. In fact, I just made a joke about this show to Tim the other day. That's incredible.
Who were Fran's 2 co-hosts, one man and one woman?
John Davidson and Kathy Lee. Not Kathy Lee Gifford. Why can't I think of her last name?
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Kathy Lee Crosby, of course. Thank you, Tim. Oh, that was a cheat, Chris. I didn't get that one right. John Davidson, I could never forget. In part because one of their That's Incredible moments was about all the the tiny insect life that
I
live in our
remember
skin.
that too.
And they show John Davidson in the shower, trying to scrub off all that crap that they've just revealed. He's crawling around in his skin follicles. Anyway.
Yeah, and then they tell him, well, actually, water makes them more active.
And then he goes on a murderous rage. Kills the entire camera crew. No, you'll never take me alive.
Kathy Lee Crosby had previously played what superhero on TV?
Wonder Woman.
Yes.
Brief. Very, very,
Very
briefly.
briefly.
Wearing a tracksuit.
Okay. So thank you, Chris, for sending those in.
I like the cascade effect of those questions. That was great. From Mary Tyler Moore to Fran Tarkenton, from Fran Tarkenton to That's Incredible, from That's Incredible to Wonder Woman, the failed pilot. That's nice work there, Chris. Thanks.
Okay, so thanks for watching, and feel free to submit other TV trivia that comes to you. Send it through Patreon.
Just as an extra special, I don't know, should I call this a special bonus, a bonus? I'm not wearing my Batman T-shirt today. I got a new one recently that has the insignia from the beginning of the show. So, but I will show you my yet more kind of 70s kinds of stuff on my T-shirts. Tim, do you have any idea what this is? Here, let me stand up.
It looks like something from a video game.
Maybe that will help.
Okay, from Adventure.
What is it?
The dragon.
Yes, it's the dragon with its mouth closed, which means that it looks very much like a red duck. But Adventure, the 1979 Atari 2600 video game, was a fabulous game and still is fun to play. I've done it recently on my old 2600, which I've got hooked up to my HD TV now. But it's still a lot of fun to play, and the dragons are still rotten little sons of bees, even up to this day.
Dragon Attack by Queen. That was
me some bass, John Deacon.
That was the theme. We had to listen to the game while we were playing that game, so you could hear the Dragon Attack.
Yes, and that was not a mistake. Tim is talking about listening to the game, the album by Queen, while playing the game Atari 2600 Adventure. All right, well, from 1979. We're Tim and Paul. Have a great day, and thanks for listening /watching.
Okay, see you next time.